guys, so it's Friday night, so I thought I would do a bit of a clubbing, going out makeup look. The only thing I have on at the moment is BB cream and Pawpaw cream, so if you're wondering which products I use, it's just the Lucas's Pawpaw ointment and the Rimmel 9-in-1 BB cream in shade Light. I highly recommend this. It has excellent coverage. I actually have pimples all over my chin, but you can't see them. But I also will pop on foundation and stuff as well because I do want a really flawless look because I'm going out. Also, if my face looks really dark and the rest of me from here down looks really light, it's because the lighting in Epping. So I'm just going to use the Rimmel Long Lasting Finish 25 Hour Foundation. And again, I'm in the lightest shade possible because I'm a pretty pale person, and that is 100 Ivory. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my hand. The back of my hand, I should say. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyebrows. First we're going to give them a bit of a comb. And now I'm going, sorry I'm spilling foundation everywhere. Okay, now I'm going in with this Chi Chi Classic palette, and I'm taking this third colour in here, this dark one. It doesn't have a name, so I'm sorry. And then I'm just taking this eyebrow brush. I just take a bit of that. My eyebrow gel, mine is disgusting looking at the moment. It's the Lash and Brow Extender by Australis. It's fantastic. A lot of people hate it because it makes your eyebrows feel like cement, but I thought that's the purpose of an eyebrow gel, to keep them in place. And I know if they're cement, they're not going anywhere. So this next step kind of depends on what you're wearing. We're moving on to eyeshadow, which is my favourite thing ever. Well, firstly, I'm just going to take a bit of concealer. This is just a cheap one by Essence. You can find it in Target or whatever. And I'm just going to put a bit on my base. Okie dokie. So, firstly we're going to take just a normal eyeshadow applicator. Not that one, it's got a dark colour in it. Just a normal eyeshadow applicator. My brushes are from, well, these ones are just cheap, they're from Essence. But I also have Artis, some models prefer, and most of my brushes are from Royal Brush Company though, which is a UK brand that I picked up at Buy-Nuts for a relatively good discount. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my Chi Chi palette again, my Classics palette, just with this lightest colour here on the end. Again, it's just going to be a bit of a base. I'm just going to take some on my brush. And now we are going to get this taupey colour here. Okay, we're going gold because they're glittery, because glitter's just always fun. So this is the Kat Von D Romance palette, and we're just going to take this taupey colour here, second from the end. So that's called Sand Timer. So just grab some of that on my brush. What's a night out without some? into our crease. No further. Okay, now my favourite crease colour to use is again in the Chi Chi Classics palette, and it's the second one right here. I love this palette, it's my favourite thing in the entire world, and I just probably couldn't live without it. I don't know how I ever did. So just taking some on a smoky eye crease brush, so it's good just for blending, and we're just now for our next step, we are going to use a slightly darker brown. So I'm going to be using my favourite palette. I'm going to be using this one right here. So it's got a bit of a gold shimmer to it as well. So just again take some on the normal eyeshadow brush. We are going to tidy that up in a moment. So again, we're getting our crease colour, and now we start some tidying. Okay, and now we're going back in with the first goldy colour. Taupey colour, and that will just pad over where you put the dark a little bit there. That way it blends in and brightens up our eye again. Okay, now I'm going to grab a goldy colour. So I'm using this palette by Savvy. It's called Savvy by DB. And I'm going to be taking this colour in this blending brush, and again in this same Savvy palette I'm going to use this colour here in this top left hand corner, and I'm just going to place that in the inner corners of my eye, just to highlight. Okay, so now we're almost finished the eyeshadow part of this look. So we're taking our eyeshadow brush again, and we're going to add a wee bit of purple sparkle. So I'm using my Kat Von D palette again, and I'm just using this colour right here in the middle, and it is called, how many across are we? 4. It is called Wonderland. Sorry if the mirror just got... to grab our trusty eyeshadow brush again, and I'm going to take the dark browny goldy colour we used. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to flatten my brush, squeeze it a little bit, and I'm just going to place that under my eye. Just about to finish. I am taking this first colour in our Chi Chi Classics palette again. Great palette, this one. And I'm just going to use that to highlight under my brow. Lucky last, I'm just going to take a wee bit of this colour here, the first colour in the Kat Von D palette. So it is called Forgiveness. It's this beautiful gold here. I'm sorry about the mirror blinding you. we're going to use an eyeliner. Which eyeliner am I going to use today? Okay, so I'm going to use the Savvy Soft Glide eyeliner, and this is in the colour Slate, and I just think these eyeliners are fantastic. So I'm just going to pop that on my waterline. In general, I'm quite good at putting eyeliner on. Okay, now I'm just going to use my Maybelline The Falsies mascara. And now it's time to do the rest of our face. So, firstly, we're going to use our concealer. So the concealer I'm using currently for under my eyes is the Revlon Colour Stay Blemish Concealer Corrector. And I'm using the colour Medium. Different concealer to cover where I feel I have blemishes or where I'm slightly more redder. So sorry about the packaging, it's disgusting. It's about time to chuck in the bin. This is the Nadio Dark Circle Corrector, however I do not use this under my eyes. I feel it works better in redder areas. Concealer, I'm going to use a powder to set it all. So I use the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder, and I use it in the colour 01, which is light. So I just tip a bit in the lid, like so, and I grab my kabuki brush. This is just an Avon one, and then I just pop it on my skin. Take a little bit of my Essence Sun Club bronzer on my bronzing brush. So this one is by Models Prefer. It's just an angled brush. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to use my L'Oreal Glam Bronze. It's in the colour La Terra, which I guess is like terracotta. Now, you barely want to use any of this because you look like an idiot. Now we're going to do our lips. I'm using this one by Rimmel. It's number 170 Alarm. I'm not sure if you can see that. By the way, I noticed the camera is going in and out of focus this whole time, and I apologise. So I'm just going to use that and pop it on. And then you just flick this little part in here, down, gives you that nice M shape at the top of your lips. And we are finished. I'm just going to use my Australis finishing spray. That will go on wet, but it does dry up almost instantly. And we are done. So this is the finished look.